all my love, she talks out the coco. She want to know the coco. Yeah. I want to give some love. She talks out the coco. She still want to know the coco. Yeah. If money no need, now what till she get? She tell me, say she go run away. She go run very far away. Yeah. I said, Mama, don't get the baby because they fail. See the baby don't come again. You don't forget back in the days. I've been the baby to do. Reason with me. If I don't get today, I could get them tomorrow. I be you one bigger day. Ain't no easy for me. If I don't get today, I could get them tomorrow. You see this life, Lord, is so. I remember the month of December. Don't up in no care, no tender. You rejected my love because I was broke. I've been the enter Okada high. Coming to my class, straight to another hill. How I wish, say, you believe me. Back then, it's what I don't say, you never put your hand. You insist, hey, you don't need me. Can I try everything to spend my life with you? Yeah, I've been beg you to try. Reason with me. If I don't get today, I go get them tomorrow. I be you one make a day. Ain't no easy for me. If I don't get today, I go get them tomorrow.
Good morning, family and friends, and welcome to the Woke Nation. How are you doing? It's a new day. Welcome to this new day. And wherever you are, I encourage you to join me as we share knowledge, the knowledge of factual truth, seeking and spreading the knowledge of factual truth without feint and without fear. So you're welcome. Wherever you are, I'm speaking on Reason with Me. That's why I'm playing this music in the background, Reason with Me. Then that's the title of the music, Reason with Me by one of the P Square. So although his name is now is Rude Boy, so I play every music, right? I'm no longer a Christian. Before I would say, oh no, it's not gospel music. Oh no, I will go to hell if I play this type of music. Oh, it's for worldly people. Bullshit. I can play any music I want, any music of my choice, depending on my mood. So reason with me. I want you to reason with me on certain things. I share some of them already on a post, but I want to walk us through. It's not a new thing. I've been saying these things, before now, for us to understand that it is not as they taught us. They lied to us about everything, and we grew up with that lie, thinking it is the truth. And anyone that comes to show us, no, this is not how it's supposed to be, we tend to resist it because it's natural to resist change. Everybody, everyone, including myself, we resist change. Whenever change comes, especially when it's not coming from us, we try to resist it because we don't want it. We want certain things to continue the way they are. We sometimes want to force something that is not real to be real. So that's why you see where faith comes in. That's why they use faith. They you believe all things are possible. It can change. It will change. God will do this for you. God will do that. It will happen. Keep believing. Keep praying. It will work. It will happen. It's not true. So reason with me. Let us reason together. Let me check for meaning of reason. According to dictionary, reason. reason means the basis or motive for an action, decision, or conviction. When you said the reason why somebody do so thing, but the area I'm going is mm, the C part. They say a fact or cause that explain why something exists or has occurred. So that's reason, like reasoning together with somebody, trying to find out why that person say so thing or that, finding the ground or the rational motive or why this thing happened. Just intellect or getting to understand something. So another word for reason is understanding. And you don't just understand something because somebody said that. You have to go for facts. You have to ask questions. That's how you get to that understanding, so that you don't contradict yourself or contradict what has been said. You need to have that good understanding. And that's what makes you intelligent. Many people are educated, but they're not intelligent. They have been educated to remain in a box, or to remain in a culture, or in a tradition, or in a religion. And anything beyond that, they don't care. They kick against it. And even though you are doing it for their own good. So reason with me. If I don't get on today, I will get on tomorrow. Just reason with me. If you don't get what I'm saying today, you will get it tomorrow. Just keep reasoning with me. Some people, when they ask me certain question about what I've been saying, I will say, keep reading. So long we're in contact, I will explain all that. You will understand anything. There is nothing you ask me about that I don't have the answer. I have answer for every question you ask me. Do you see what I say now? Just exercise patience, reason with me, and you will get the answer. All right. So, number one thing I want you to reason with me is this: gone is voodoo. For years now, I've been saying this on social media. Gone is white man's voodoo. They package their own voodoo, using it the way everyone can accept it. But Africans, black people, abandon their own voodoo, calling it evil because they're listening to those demons I call missionaries. They're the one that tell them that voodoo is evil. Some Africans also spiritualize it. Voodoo is a natural thing. That's why people tell you voodoo means spirit. I am spirit. I am voodoo. I can do things. I can make things. I can kill somebody. I can save somebody. The same thing. Do you get that? Reason with me. Don't fight it. I told you, was it last year, one time that I asked my co-worker, he's from Liberia, my brother, because Liberians are from my tribe, Igbo tribe or Biafran area. That's where they take them and drop them in that place they call Liberia. So Africans, all of us, we are one. Right, so I say, what is different between gun and voodoo? Do you know what he said to me? He said, educated man. He said, oh, it's the packet, it's the process. What do you mean process? Of course, everything go through process before you see them in reality. Somebody, that gun went through process. Voodoo went through process. And these people that are making all these things, but Africans has been conquered and converted to believe and convinced to believe that their own is not the right one. Their own is fetish. They say, that's fetish. And you see them using it for evil, and not even for good purpose. They are now using it for evil. They've forgotten that our ancestors were using voodoo for good. In fact, the Haitians get victory over France with power of voodoo. Voodoo with weapon. And that's why white people are afraid of black people. The day black people will get hold of their voodoo again with weapon, white people will be like trash before them, which they're supposed to be because they are wicked. The good have to regain power again to put this world in order. And the good is black. Black is good. Darkness is good. Everything comes out of darkness, not from the light. Light only comes to show, to shine. But darkness is where everything comes from, including you. You came out of that darkness called womb of your mother. Do you hear that? Heaven is darkness. That is where God is, according to your own book, Bible. Exodus chapter 20, verse 21. In the thick darkness where God was. That's only where you can find God. All the God you worship in the world today came from Africa. The black people, the darkness. We gave the world religion. We gave the world everything you see today. No matter your culture, tradition, wherever you are, whether you are white in Europe, you are white in Asia, you are white in America, that your culture, that your tradition, that your invention, that your technology came out of darkness, out of Africans. So Africans, I want you to reason with me, because my message is always for Africans. Why people don't need what I'm saying? Because they're already gotten what they're already taking whatever they need by force. I'm talking to my people because we have lost everything. We have to regain or recover our heritage. So gone is voodoo. When you're talking about voodoo, voodoo and gone are the same thing. Black people, stop vilifying voodoo. You see your pastors, your men of God, your great men carrying gun or armed men guarding them. But when you see people of African descent or Africans holding some voodoo or doing, oh, so it's evil, it's evil. Have you seen Haitian Christians, the way they talk against voodoo? If you mention voodoo, they begin to say, I bind it in Jesus' name. Just like Africans do when you mention voodoo, because they have been brainwashed to kick voodoo away and embrace gone. But it's the same thing that gone does. The same thing voodoo does is the same thing that gone does. They do the same thing. They can kill life, they can keep life. Even voodoo do better things than gone, because there are other things voodoo can do. Voodoo, you can put voodoo somewhere. You don't need somebody to carry it. You just put it somewhere. Nobody will trespass there. Nobody will come there. Some people have voodoo in their compound. If thieves come in there to steal, those thieves will take broom. There's some broom they keep there for that voodoo. They will be sweeping the compound until they wake up in the morning and see them. And the whole villagers will come and say, oh, you guys are the one that has been terrorizing this community. You see, they handle them as they're supposed to. But today, they have brainwashed us to say it is evil. I remember my father went to native doctor for me when I was also doing that. He also went to deliverance center. So all those things, and many Christians today in Africa, they are living that double life. When they have problem, that's when you know that no believer lives by faith. They only claim to live by faith when there is no problem. When problem comes, whatever you tell them solution is, they will go and try it. So you see many of them that are sick, including pastors. When they are sick, they go to native doctors, they go to herbalists, because they want to live, they want solution. But the problem is, after all that, they give thanks to one stupid imaginary being that does not exist. Some call it Yahweh, some call it Jehovah, some call it Allah, some call it Jesus, some call it Jehovah. All that bullshit that people made up. And nobody has seen it. Somebody say that, I know there is God. Or you say either he or she or it. But I know there is. I said, no, you don't know. You are just talking what you believe. Somebody taught you that. You have not seen that God you think is almighty. You have not seen that God at all. You have not seen that God at any time, but you believe it exists because somebody taught you so. And they use certain things. They tell you when strange things happen, it's evidence there is God. When you look at the sky, don't you see the creatures? It's somebody created them. There's proof there is God. No, things you see doesn't prove there is God. Just as this doesn't prove there is Spider-Man, this doesn't prove there is a dragon. So when I tell you our ancestors created the sun and the moon and the stars, you say no, you don't believe that. You don't believe, because you have already been convinced. You cannot convince somebody that is already convinced, somebody that have already converted. You cannot convert them. All you have to is to throw the truth at them. It's only the knowledge of truth when they embrace it that will set them free. So that's how is supposed to be. You cannot force people to accept fact. You cannot force people to accept factual truth. But the factual truth is this: tell me what gun can do, and I will show you that voodoo can do better than that. Voodoo can do better than gun. Gun may kill wrong person. Voodoo will not kill the wrong person. If you put it there, it's only somebody that went go there. That's the person it will kill. But gun, somebody can come with gun and begin to shoot everybody. Why? Maybe it's only one person that offended him, or maybe he was angry at one person. But begin to kill everybody. All right. So, but voodoo, at least sometimes you can see it hanging in there. There are many good voodoos. Our ancestors also used to have that voodoo. They put in the boundaries that their children will not cross there, and the baton will not cross from other side to them, and they were living fine. There are many good things about voodoo, but we have been taught away from it. They only taught us the bad things about voodoo. That's why we hate voodoo. We hate hearing that name. So reason with me. Gone is voodoo. Gone is white man's voodoo. They package their voodoo very well, and they learn that packaging from us. But why are we not packaging our own now? Because they destroy our ancestors who taught them whatever they know. So we run away from our original places. So wherever we run to, we begin to just managing our life the way. And that's why you made up culture there. You say, this is our culture. No. For you to know your true culture and tradition as Africans, you have to know where originally you came from. You know that place they call Middle East? That was the original place where they chase us away. You know where they call Egypt today? They chase us away also from there and replace us. So the other places we find ourselves, although all of them are our land, we started living there, doing things. That's why some of you say, oh, this thing is in Israel. I can see it in Igbo land. That's why Igbos are Jews. No, it's because you run away. That place you call Israel was the original land. You run away from there to where you are today. So you're supposed to understand that gone is voodoo. Reason with me. Think it to yourself. Gone is voodoo. Voodoo is gone. The second one is money is servant. Money should not be is not master. But the wicked ones have turned money into master. And that's God you're talking about. They made these two masters. They make God master. They made money master. That's why they put it in the Bible. Tell you cannot serve two masters. So you are a slave. A slave should serve one master at a time. You can love this one and hate the other. You cannot love the two masters. And the people that tell you these things, they don't even worship those masters. They use them as their servants. They use money to wage war. They use money to buy slaves. Yeah, they use money to do many bad things. They use money. Money was not using them. But they will tell you, you're supposed to either serve money or serve God, because you are a slave. But those people that remember, money is man-made, God is man-made, and whatever a man made should not be a master over another man, because man is above man-made. Man made God, and the man made money. So man should not be under money. Man should not be under God. You see, American money, they succeeded in putting on it, in God we trust. Which God? Money is the God. Without money, you cannot buy food today. Without money, they consider you as a poor person. So money now is sort of power. But money is just a servant. It's a medium of transaction, something you can use. Money has no life in it. You cannot sow money and reap money anywhere. You can only invest money. But you can live without money. You can survive without money. You don't need money to live your life. Just as you don't need God to live your life. God and money shouldn't be your masters. You shouldn't serve God or money. Trash both of them and live your life. Use money as a means of, you want to buy something, okay, and if you don't have money, you can still buy something. That is called trade by barter before white people made money. where people begin to make coins money. I mean, what do you call it? Paper money. You know, they came, and till today they are the one running the whole economy of the world. They are the one that have the World Bank. You know, putting people in debt, and people cannot come out of it. They are controlling all that. So money is servant. Money is not master. You should not bow into money, and you should stop disrespecting people who don't have money. Many of you, even in your own family, in your own village, people without money are regarded as paupers. You don't respect them, although they are older than you, they are wiser than you, but you say, shut up, you don't have money. It's somebody that have money that becomes the firstborn in your family now. And whenever I meet such people, I distance myself from them. If you value money, you will never value life. Those that value money does not value life. They can kill you for money. They can do anything for money. You should not go with such people because they are evil. Making money your servant make you evil person. You see politicians, you see religious leaders, all of them, they are evil because of this money. They love money, but they tell you the love of money is the root of all evil, right? Yeah, they love money, so they are doing evil. They are telling you, bring your money, God will bless you. You are giving it to God. They are lying to you. Why that there is no God that is telling? They are the one taking it. The real God that is taking the money from you is the preachers or the ministers or the politicians. Politicians will spend millions for campaign and still ask you to bring your dollar, support them with your little. That's wickedness. That's evil. So love of money. When they love money, it makes them evil. It turns them to evil. When you are serving money, you become evil. But when you use money as it's supposed to, it's a paper, it's a coin, it's a means, it's a medium or channel of transaction. I want this. I don't have maybe something else, but can you take money? Say yes. I give you money, then I take this. So you can't call me a thief. I bought it. Right. So reason with me, money is servant, not master, not boss. Okay. And another one is marriage is business. Oh, that's another way I've seen many people confused about marriage, especially those that are crying about child marriage. Let me throw some light because let us understand why child marriage. Because when you talk marriage, what people actually think is sex. Oh, he's having sex with a child. Some of you already in your mind may be asking me now. You telling me you can marry a 6-year-old girl, you can marry 8-year-old girl. But who said that marriage age in the first place? Do you know that marriage is not natural? Marriage is against nature. We don't need marriage to live. We don't need marriage is cultural thing. That's man-made. Man-made marriage. Man made money, man made God, man made marriage. And those things are for control. But marriage is business. No matter the culture where you say it is for business. A man that have a beautiful dancer in his house, of course, that man is happy that there is at least 90% chance he will get a rich in-law. Because the rich will marry the beautiful one. A poor man cannot afford a beautiful young girl or young lady. Impossible. Unless that young lady have already scattered herself and now at the age of maybe 30 something or 40 something, at the age of desperation, then he can say, okay, let me settle with this poor guy. He's poor, but he's handsome. Let me settle with him. I'm beautiful and all that. But marriage is business. So in some cultures, when a man is poor, when a family is very poor, they can use their female children, to trade with a rich man, so that rich man will be helping them. The child will still be living with the parents though until the child grows the age of marriage according to that culture. All right. So some of them, the rich man may take the child. That doesn't mean he's sleeping with or having sex with her. The rich man will train the child until the child grow up. Then some people also have issue with that, saying, the child did not make the choice in herself. Is the family. But that's their culture. And some of you that are saying that are Christians, you believe in the Bible, or you are Muslims, you believe in Quran, or you are a Jew, you believe in Torah. But those books are sanctioned, those books condone child marriage. Yes. You see the okay in America here. Do you know age of marriage? Some used to be like 7 years old girl can marry, 8 years old girl, 9 years, 10 years. In New Jersey, where I'm living at the moment, some many people don't know that in New Jersey, at least at the moment, it don't used to be so before, but now they raise it to 16 years. A 16-year-old girl can get married in New Jersey, so it's not underage. But something is when you get to 18. No, so I think some states is still 13. I think either Denver. They say it's still that according to their own state law, a girl of 13 years old can get married. So in America, states get different. So who set that marriage age? Our people, or let me say traditionally, so how they used to like when a girl begin, when the breast is formed, at least big body like that, they know this one. There is no set date. He said age. He said it must be 10, it must be 20, it must be 50. Sometimes it depends on the structure of the woman. Some women grow bigger than others, and you see some of them get married before others because of their body structure. They are big, right? So I can't go into details about maybe how about when the woman supposed to be having sex. It's a natural thing. I think the moment a woman is having her period, right? I don't know, but it depends on culture. But marriage is a cultural thing, and some culture use it as business. A woman can get married just to help the family. Even till today, you see some young girls marry very old man who is rich. You know, they will not marry young man who is not rich. They marry somebody that is rich. That person will help to help their parents, help their siblings. You know, that's why our people say Ogo Buchione. Your in-law is your God. Your in-law is your God that will bless you. You know, so that's how you see our people. They guard their female children. They don't want them to be sleeping around. They want them to marry virgin, because rich man want to marry virgin. Rich man want to marry a girl that is preserved, and who can preserve a girl is the family. So we don't let our girls going places by themselves, because men will always want to sleep with you. So they will always send them errand with somebody, especially male, accompanying her or maybe her male friend. But you know that thing also corrupts. Their male friend, their female friend can take them to their boyfriend also, and they come back and lie to the parents. No, we just went there. The only thing that exposes such thing is pregnancy. Oh, who is responsible? Well, we thought you are doing this, but you know, you can't stop nature because we already have the equipment. Why are you stopping us from using it? It's part of wickedness. And you see, that's why also those who are against polygamy are wrong. Because you see what is happening in the world now. You're having single, whatever, or married people, all that. You're having gay marriage and all that. It was not so before, because naturally every man and every woman needs to be having sex. They were born with that organs for that. But men created marriage for control, just as religion is. Marriage is for control also. It is man-made. We can live without marriage and keep reproducing without marriage. Yes. I've seen some people, they did not do any marriage. They just decided to be living together, having children. That's it. And one husband and wife, but nobody pressuring them. They did not go for all this traditional something, court marriage or whatever, or traditional whatever. No, they just decided to live together. And I love that one. Than other one, you have to pretend and lie to everyone that all this and say, okay, we are married now and all that. Okay, so marriage is business. Reason with me is business. You know your own culture. How is business? You know what some people pay to marry, especially in Igbo land where I came from. But during my own, I say I'm not going through all that. You know, if you don't want, I'm going. This is how I cut my coat according to my cloth, not according to my size. I may look big. That doesn't mean I must wear big clothes. No, I cut it according to my clothes. I can use it to wear shorts. It's mine. So I sew it as I want. Then the next one is education, is indoctrination. Some people think it's enlightenment. No. education, when you go to that four wall of university or college or high school or elementary school, where they are educating you, they cannot teach you the factual truth. They cannot teach you what will really help you in life. They are teaching you to join the society, to join the people, because it is meant to control people. So education is indoctrination. That's why everything they taught us is a lie. Like in Nigeria, they taught us that Mungo Park discovered River Niger. Imagine, in our own land, the white man came and discovered the river where we bath, where we wash, where we do things, where we do business. A white man came and discovered it. And we went to school, all of us, educated people. And we grow up, yet we don't want to change it. Who discovered River Niger? Mango Park. Just as the same way some people saying that God created Nigeria, why it is Lord Lugard. You see, that's nonsense. Because education is indoctrination. It has nothing to do with liberation. Education will never liberate you. It is you educating yourself that can liberate you. You thought our ancestors were stupid. No, they weren't. Education is what starts in the family. It's your parents or your siblings, people around you, your uncles, your aunts. They are the ones that are supposed to be teaching you the main thing, because they will teach you to live as the family supposed to. The schools were places maybe like library, people go there to learn and all that, but school, you teach your children, parents teach their children better. Teacher can never teach your children as you parents will teach them, especially the mothers, because the fathers mostly go to provide for the family, but the mother take care of the children, teaching them things. That's why when you read your Bible, what does your Bible, do you see anywhere your Bible will tell you to go to school? Say, listen to your mother who born you. That's what he will tell you. The teachings of your mother. But those things have been put away. Now we're going. Before, our ancestors, when you say school is for priests, where they train the priests. And according to history, in our own place in Egypt, 40 years is what it takes to train a priest. 40 years. Not this day you train priests for a few years and you begin to say, Scataramanto Oria, all that bullshit. 40 years for you to become a priest in Egypt. In antiquity. Until they come now, they convert everything. Oh, you have to go to school. School is also part of the thing government used to indoctrinate people. They decide what you'll learn there. They tell you this is the book you must buy, and you are following the lies, and you grow up with the lies. Now you see the lies as authority. That's what you quote. When you are making argument, when you are talking, you are quoting the lies they taught you. That's the fourth one. Then the fifth one is politics and religion are control. They are not for your service as you believe. No, they are there for your control. The reason why we have politics and religion is because they divided us and conquered us. So to keep us under control, they established politics and religion. You cannot separate politics and religion. You can never. Politicians work with religious leaders, and religious leaders use politicians. The reason why you cannot touch Catholic members or Catholic Church in Africa today is because government is behind them. Of course, they have army, they have, you cannot touch them. But you can beat a native doctor, nothing will happen. You can go and destroy the shrine of a native doctor, nothing will happen. Go and touch shrine of Mary in any Roman Catholic church compound. Not only will their members beat you, they will lock you up also. Police will arrest you. Politics and religion. Politics is for control. Religion is for control. They can never give you freedom but bondage. Okay, look at America. They keep telling you that America is one nation under God, and they are all one. It's a lie. You still have poor neighborhood, especially among black people. But aren't all of us or all of them Americans? Government supposed to take everything in this place, in this neighborhood, supposed to be in every neighborhood. And they tell you all of us are Americans. We belong to this party. At least those parties they have is enough to show you it is for division. not for unity. If it's unity, then we have one party. You don't need party, things that part you, things that make you apart, and you saying you are one. You are not. You have parties. So politics is for control. Religion is for control, no matter how you see it. You see what happened from this lockdown. Lesson you must learn from this lockdown is this. We have been programmed. We have been programmed and controlled to live below humanity. We are not living as human beings anymore. This is how this lockdown, what this lockdown should open your eyes to see. That's why you see people strong. No, I want to go out. I want to know. I don't believe this. I don't know. This coronavirus is a hoax. No, it can never happen until they get sick. Because we have been programmed to congregate in a special places. We congregate in a place of worship. They call it temple. We must worship. You leave your house. Although you believe God is everywhere, but you still go to a special place to worship that God. And they tell you cannot go there anymore because of the virus. You say, no, I must go. It's against God. It's against our belief and all that bullshit. You see, you are not living humanly, because human beings don't need to go anywhere to worship anything or anyone. If you must worship anything or anyone, then why not do it in your house? Why are you going somewhere else where somebody will use you to be paying bills, using you to enriching themselves? This is what you should learn from this lockdown. Another thing is school. All these things are organizations designed to program you, to keep you programmed. You are going to school now to learn. You are no more in your family. Even in your family, where they're supposed to be, they are teaching you what the church say, or what the Quran say, what Bible say. They are not teaching you even things. Before, parents, at least a father, we always teach his son to learn his trade. Because one of the things that makes you a man is you are doing something to provide for your family. And when you have children, you want them to learn the same thing. And that's why you see, when you read the Bible, you say John and his brothers, John and Philip or Andrew, with their father, they were fishermen. That was their family business. They are doing it. And that's how things has been going before all this school system that white man brought came in. Our ancestors had school, but is in every family. Just the same way you're talking about hospital. Families, there's this family, they handle bones, this family handle teeth, they know in the community, people that have different abilities to do that is natural thing. Until they brought this GMO one. Say you have to go to school to learn. You must go. If you don't get your GED, if you don't get your diploma, if you don't get your degree, you cannot make money, you cannot work good, you cannot rule, you cannot do that. This lockdown should teach you that you don't need hospital, school to learn anything. You can learn from things around. Nature can teach you. People can teach you. And it's supposed to be free of charge. But they make it, some people are still paying their student loan. So some of them, like in America, they keep going to school because maybe what they gave, the first school they went to get that student loan, they did not get job with it. Or the job is not paying well. Then they have to go to another school with another student loan. Mountain up. Then until they begin to find, to pay it up. This lockdown should teach you also that you don't need hospital. No, hospital is also for control program. They can take you to hospital and kill you there. You have heard of some people, they say they have COVID-19. They take them to hospital. They induce them into coma. They die. They would have survived. Before something say, go call so. You know how to treat it. The person will come, bring this up, bring this, and okay, do this. It happened. But childbirth, even childbirth, that women, you have women, women will gather about, she's having a labor. The women will just gather around, put wrapper around, or take her into a hut or a place, and she deliver. The baby survive. But today you must go to hospital. You must go to hospital to have a baby. You must go to hospital. You see, this lockdown should teach you something. So if you're at home and you are having labor, will you take your labor wife to a COVID hospital where there is COVID-19 now? Of course, like in America, you will still have to go, right? But in those days, it was not like that. Women, why do you have women? You have elderly women for that purpose. Elderly women teach younger women. This is how we were living before these demons came with all these organizations organizing us, programming us, and controlling us with all that politics and religion. How about working place? Now, oh, you have to go somewhere to make money. You can't have workplace in your house and okay, now this lockdown is you see people working from home now, right? Supposed to teach you those things. We're supposed to have been doing it ourselves, among ourselves, helping ourselves, but these people program us. We begin to not reason with ourselves anymore. We begin to do as they want, do as I say. You say, okay, you want to make money, you have to get a career, you have to go to a certain place and work for so, and you'll be working all your life for that organization for you to make money. People are no longer working to like make a living. It's to make money. So, oh, this is what you will do. And if you learn this, yeah, you make money from there. Okay, you go to school, how to do that. You come, I can teach people to do that. You'll be making money. So it's no longer something that you can control. Rather, that thing is controlling you. Why do you see black people contacting COVID-19 in America? Because they don't have option to stay home. They have to pay their bills. They are the what do they call it them again? Essential workers. They are the doctors. They are the nurses. They are the housekeepers. They are the ones working with these patients. So they keep getting it, but naturally they wouldn't have not getting it if they stay at home without going to them. Coronavirus is white man virus. It has nothing to do with black people. But if you get close to them, you will get it. We said this from the beginning, but you don't listen. You think, no, some of you say you are doing it by faith. We have lost many of our people, especially in America, right? But when you understand yourself, educate yourself, you will live better. Know that no condition is permanent also. So reason with me. No condition is permanent. This is the word I grew up with. No condition is permanent, good or bad. You can change it. You are agent of change. You're supposed to be in charge of your life. That's how we're supposed to be. We are supposed to be in charge of our life. But you see, they come with all this organization, boundaries, stopping you. You want to travel to somewhere, you see, oh, let me go there. They say, oh, you must get so papers. You need visa, you need passport, you need this, you need that. But they said we came, God created us and put us in this world, right? But they're the one that made the boundaries, made map, and say, no, this is your own now. You can't cross here. For you to cross over here, even for you to go through this place, you need some paper, and it will cost you money. In a land where you were freely born, you are not free to live. So change what you don't like, whatever it is. Change what you don't like. See yourself as agent of change. Stop what is stopping you. There are things, or there is something that is stopping you. Sometimes it's fear. Sometimes it's comparison. Sometimes it's competition. Sometimes it's worry. Sometimes it's greed. Stop what is stopping you. You're supposed to know your nature. I thought that I said that one time. Know your own nature. Know how you function. When you know your nature, you will live better. You will stop competing with people. What works for others may not work for you. Know what works for you. That's your nature. That's how it's supposed to be with you. Then live so. Some people working few hours in a day is their nature. Some people working 16 hours is their. It depends. So you know yourself. Some people doing certain work is their nature. Some is not. You have to find your own area of functioning. You begin to function there. You will see how happy, even if you are making little, you will be happy. You have rest of mind. Some people are making big money, but they don't have rest of mind. because they know what's up going on there, which you don't know. So face your challenges and conquer it. Conquer them. If you have one challenge, face it and conquer it. You have challenges, face them and conquer them. As I've said, many of us are carrying many unnecessary loads that culture and tradition put on our head, and is breaking our neck, making our legs so heavy we cannot walk, we cannot even run in life anymore. It's time you drop those things. Embrace facts and the proofs. Demand for proof for whatever it is, and embrace the fact. If it's not helping you, drop it like it is hard and live your life. Remember the key: keep educating yourself. Investigate before ingest it. Before you ingest something in you, you accept something as truth. Investigate it. Try, demand for proof, and begin to live your life. I am happy or happier that you can reason with me. Please keep reasoning with me so that we can rise together and reign together. Peace.